me move this because I don't want that to get wet. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let me just I'm trying to get my desk set up. Give me a minute. I should have did this before. Okay. Just give me a second, y'all. What is this? On my spreadsheet. Okay. It looks messy, just a little bit. I'm just trying to. I really should have did this before I started, but this gives everyone some time to come in and everything. So bear with me while I get set up, and I'm moving all my electronics out the way so they don't get wet, because gaming devices and such are very expensive. Okay. I'll put that there. I might need that. I got my little snacks for later. Ethel M milk chocolate. If you guys have ever had Ethel M chocolate, it's pretty good. Okay. Okay. So for now, I guess this is an okay setup. I'm trying to have my chat kind of still available here. But let me see. I can just do this. That's fine. All right. I think this is good as it's gonna get as far as my desk being clean. My room door just opened by itself. Hold on. All right, that was pretty strange. Okay. Welcome everybody. So, today I am going to color some of my artist trading cards that I have put together, or drawn, I guess. Made. Let's go with made. So what is an artist trading card? Artist trading cards are exactly what it sounds like. They are trading cards that artists create, and they basically, it's just a fun little thing that they create, and they can swap them with other artists. So I thought, hey, View, it would be cool to create some trading cards and hopefully get some other artists that will want to participate. This used to be super popular, like way back, way back. And I kind of want to bring it back because it's kind of cool to have like different trading cards of other artists and things like that. So I'm hopefully gonna kick it off. And I have what the way I would like mine to go. Well, let me finish explaining what they are. So their trading card size, they are 2.5 by 3.5. So here is the size, and let me just grab a ruler. So this is 3.5 inches long way and 2.5 inches on the short side. So the only rule with the artist trading cards is you have to follow the size guidelines. So it has to be 2.5 by 3.5. Other than that, your artist trading card can you can use whatever materials you want. You can use pencil, marker, paint, watercolors, glitter, whatever you want to use, as long as you follow the size guidelines. And so I have some different things here. I have some of the Strathmore. Hey, Candy, how are you? I have some of the Strathmore watercolor artist trading cards. And these are cold press, 140 pounds, and you get 10 of them in a pack. So, and then on the inside, it tells you what they are and how it started and how to create them and so on and so forth. It says most swaps are open to any media, materials, or techniques as long as the card fits into a standard trading card sleeve, which are these things here, which I got from Amazon. These are the Ultra Pro. These are like ultra clear and they're acid free and so on and so forth. I use these for my Pokemon cards too. So and they have packs and bigger packs and so on and so forth. I thought 100 to start would be good, but art can be original, limited edition, or it could be a series. Artists should include the following information on the back of the card: name, contact info, like email or Instagram or something like that. Please don't put your like actual address or phone number or anything crazy like that on the back. Unless it's a PO box, then by all means. Your title of the piece and the number if it's part of an edition or a series. Artist trading cards are traded, not sold. However, there are some artists who choose to sell cards. Cards that are sold are called art card editions or originals. So once you create the card, um, I guess you are supposed to make copies maybe of them. I'm not really sure I understand that properly, but so what I want to do, I actually want mine to be kind of in a series type of things. So while I will have originals, which I will probably do, like, if I were to give them away or swap them, they would be like in a giveaway or something like that. So the originals, I guess, would be like the rare special edition kind of ones. And then I want to do like a series. So these three is going to be like my Valentine's series. So once I color them, I think I'm going to copy them and you know, print them, recreate them, whatever, and then swap the copies of them. And I think that's how I'm going to do that. But today we're just going to color them, but I did want to talk to you about what they are in case you guys wanted to join in on it. And so it says, how do I trade cards? You can locate an in-person swap in your area, find an online swap, or organize your own. Personally, I kind of want to organize my own because I don't know, it's not as popular as it used to be, I don't think. So I think I'm just going to organize my own and kind of find out which artists want to be part of it and then organize some kind of online YouTube thing. Um, and then it also has like a website, etc., etc. So I have the watercolor and the acrylic ones, and I got these from Blick, and they were like $2 or $3, and you get 10 sheets in each one. Um, I think because you can also create your own because I did a couple on the watercolor paper, and hey, how are you? And I did one on the acrylic. So this one I will probably continue to buy because it's conveniently cut already, the linen canvas, and I don't have to cut it. But this one, I can cut my own watercolor paper down to this size, and you can too if you don't want to buy it and you have like a bunch of watercolor paper. Feel free to cut it down yourself, as long as, like I said, it follows the guidelines. Because I have two here that I did on the watercolor paper. You can see the texture. And then I have one that I did on the acrylic canvas. You can see the texture in that. And then I did this one last night. This one is on the bristle paper, Bristol. And I just cut some of those down to size, so I could use my alcohol markers on this paper. So um, I did, if you guys were watching my swatch thing with my painter's diary, oh, it looks like I skipped a page somehow. It's good they're removable because I can just move this to the back or something. But I did swatch my gouache, my acrylic gouache here, and my Holbein acrylic gouache there. So that's swatched. And I also swatched the Daniel Smith watercolor dot sheet. I did the top row in a video of each one, but I noticed that some of the Primatech ones have glitter in them. I don't know if you guys can see that, but well, anyway, I swatched them. And as far as the dot card goes, I feel like some of these colors, like, we didn't need this many purples and stuff. They could have gave us some examples of some of the blues or something. But anyway, so if you're going to cut your paper down, like I said, it needs to be 2.5 by 3.5. And this is just the leftover Bristol board that I cut down. And so I'm gonna move this for a second. So you have smooth and you have vellum. So if you wanted to use like alcohol marker, because this paper is good for, let's see, this is the smooth. So the smooth and the vellum is pretty much good for everything. It's just the vellum is a little bit better for watercolor. But anyway, you can use, it's good for pencil, colored pencil, pen and ink, and marker is the best. And then you could also use charcoal, pastels, watercolors, kind of, sort of. But I'm going to use it for markers and, go over the top with colored pencil. So I'm going to cut these down. I have the smooth and the vellum. I did, for this one, I did vellum. So I've not actually cut one down for smooth yet. I might do that a little later on today. I do work tomorrow. I picked up some overtime. So I'm working, and I'm working in the morning. So I have to try and force myself to bed early tonight. Otherwise, tomorrow's going to be rough. So this is my watercolor paper, and this is also 140 pounds. Now, I think this one is a little less textured than the Strathmore. This is also Strathmore, I think. Yeah, this is the Strathmore Vision. So I think this one might be, this one's definitely more textured, but I think I can still use it. I mean, it's still watercolor paper. It's still 140 pounds. The only difference, actually, I don't see much of a difference. So I don't know why. This one might be like more professional or something. And then this one is like, I don't know, maybe student. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can just cut it down to size. Now, another tip before we start actually coloring. I'm a scaredy cat, and I don't like actually, I'm just going to put this here. So, okay. I don't like actually drawing directly on here, like sketching it out and so on and so forth, because I don't want to keep erasing and messing up the texture and so on and so forth. So what I did is I first, I have the sketch in my sketchbook, but I copied the sketch over to copy paper, and then I broke out my light board, right here. This is the light board. Linda, hey. And I put this here. No, I put this one on top of this. And then this one's a little big. Actually, I might have actually just straight out sketched this one. I don't know. But anyway, um you put this on top of this and then you turn it on and the light comes on and you can see straight through there and you can just sketch it like that once you have your final image. So I did 4. These are the 4 cards so you guys can see them a little better because I know it's a little hard to see the sketch. So these 3 are going to be in a series, with this one being the rarer one because this one is like my little Mizu there and her favorite toy. Oh, let me go get it so I can show you guys. I did say I was going to show you. Hold on. Now, it's a little beat up because she's literally had this toy for, almost 9 years, about as long as, she was alive. He got it for her when, um, I don't know, I think we were coming back from the dog park or something. But anyway, this is her favorite toy. It's a squeaky. And so I drew her little favorite toy there. So that's going to be the rarer card. I might not make too many copies of that. Uh, Let me go put her toy back before she be mad at me. Be back. Okay. Right. So, um, that one's gonna be like a. But anyway, this is gonna be like a series. Um, and I don't know. This was just some random one I wanted to do. All right. So, with all that being said, I think I'm going to start with um what a pet I have like explained. Yeah, that was her fate. Like she doesn't even really like I tried to get her other squeaky toys, like the rubber ones. She doesn't like them, or she didn't like them, I mean. And that was the only one that she would play with. All her other toys, they were like teddy bears and stuff that she would rip apart for the cotton. So I might start with this one. Um that one's on watercolor paper, or I can start with the one that's on Bristol. Um, which one do you guys think I should start with? Because this one would be alcohol marker, and then in that case, I probably should line it, and then what do you call it? And so on and so forth. And then these two will probably have like, I'll probably put his name down at the bottom, and then this is the love sprite, so I'll probably put love or something down at the bottom there. But oh, and then the sleeves. These are the sleeves that I have them in. So these are the clear ones that you can kind of see really good. And again, they're acid free and they're really nice. Like I use them for like my special Pokemon cards. I keep them in there. Okay. So I do have my water and everything set up, so I might try not to be a scary cat and I might actually start with the watercolor one. And I have I had my watercolors here. I don't know where I just sat them. But so yeah, the only thing that you would really need, like I said, is if I'm gonna put any of these out in any way. Yeah, I was going to try to have them out by Wednesday, but that would mean I would have to have them all colored and copied and digitally done and everything, so on and so forth. I'd like to have them by the end of the month, but um They are going to be available for trading once I cuz what I want to do is I'm thinking of, when we do the swap, I will have kind of like, I don't know, because they were saying like you can trade them. So it's kind of like, oh, I like that card of yours, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, I like that card of yours, let's trade type of thing. But they also said that you can sell them, which I thought was cool because I can sell them in like booster packs. Where did I set my watercolor palette at? Oh, you can sell them in like booster packs, I was thinking. And I'm starting with this one because it's one that's not in that series, and it's kind of, it'll be like a little warm up for me, I think. Um, I think I was thinking of doing like little booster packs where you get like random ones, but that'll be later on down the line when I have more than 4 cards. Because right now I only have 4, and this is just kind of like a thing I want to kind of reimagine and redo, because I feel like it would be pretty fun, like putting them out that way will help you think narrative and building anticipate. Yeah. So I think um like I said, right now I want to get other artists to participate. And I know some people are going to be like, "Oh, I don't know how to draw." Like, if you like to draw and you want to participate, you can participate. Everybody can draw. you know, you don't have to be the greatest artist. I'm definitely not the greatest artist. So, it's just something fun. It kind of brings us all together, and I think it just would be something cool. And you don't have to participate. Humans love stories. Yeah. What's going on with this water brush? I need to figure out what's wrong with it. That's kind of exactly like, I hear exactly what you're saying. I really want to, it's gonna be different themes and stuff like that for mine. Um, if you have any ideas, Miss Linda, or if it has a story, right? Like my water brushes. I don't like to use paintbrushes too much, but they do get used. But this one is fighting for its life a little bit. But I like the Princeton ones. Um, if because I know a couple of people who wanted, like Miss Linda, who said she wanted to start drawing, or started to um start back drawing, right? Was it start back drawing or start drawing in general? I'm not sure. I don't I've not had any coffee at all. So I apologize early for me not making any sense. I don't think I'm gonna really need a big brush. I think I'm okay with the smaller ones that I have here. I was just looking for like a shorter round one to start drawing again and start drawing. Yeah, see? So, you should partake as well. They better not start. These guys, I'm sorry. These guys, they've been fixing this truck for like the past 3 days, or I don't know if they're just out there making noise or banging around with it. I don't know. But they gave me a splitting headache yesterday, and I was like, listen, I understand that you gotta fix the truck, but please hurry up. Okay, I think I got enough brushes. I'm gonna try not to use my water brushes this time around. So these are the sizes I have because this thing isn't big, so I don't need a lot. Now I'd like to think on this one he's outside barbecuing. or something. So I like to think it's a nice clear blue day, and I'm looking at this blue that I have, and I'm actually leaning towards the blue that's in this palette. So I might just bring this palette out. Um yeah, so after all the rambling, we are finally gonna start coloring. And this is my very interestingly put together watercolor palette. These are all watercolors. Uh, I had some like acrylic paint in here, but um, I ripped my fingers apart trying to get it all out and to put watercolors in. So that's what you see now. Hopefully, we did all right. So, um, let's see. How do I want to do this? Because this thing is pretty big. I want to make sure you guys are in shot. So excuse all the moving around I'm doing. Okay. And then I have my water. I also have this one, but I want to keep this one for my gouache because it's easier to clean out. And I have my water here. Okay. With all that being said, I think the sketch is light enough. I'm just going to start. So I guess I can start with this one. How big is this? Okay. Some of these brushes I probably should have had sitting in the water for a little bit because some of them are fighting for their life. But some of them are like older brushes too, so I don't have to like um hey Kimberly, how are you? Oh, I Kimberly, don't you draw too also, if I can remember correctly? I feel like we got a movement going on here. This looks gray. This doesn't even look blue. Maybe I should. Why does this look so gray? See? So I feel like, everybody who likes to draw, I feel like we should get something going here. Let's try this one. There we go. Now it looks blue. Yeah, absolutely. I am down for the cause. Absolutely. I don't have any done yet. These are my first ones. So we are all, I'm just going to wet this a little bit. We are all on the same page as of current. Uh, so I'm just now starting this. I've not done an artist trading card before, so uh, I'm also not the greatest at watercolor either, so this is going to be fun. And then it gives kind of like a look at, other artists' work too. Summer, end of May. Okay, yeah, I mean, I should have a decent amount of cards done by then, I hope. Uh, I want to try to do maybe like I was watching a video and someone had did like one a day and I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of a lot." But I do want to have some kind of like something. I want to stay because I've been in a coloring rut a little bit, and I know it's mainly because like I'm still kind of feeling a little crappy about what happened with my dog, and but I'm still trying to do something. So I thought this would be a good, thing to do. And I'm also still working on like her memorial and stuff also, so feel like a little bit more blue this calls for. I feel like the sky is a little bit too. And then I should have like taped this down or something, so I know it's gonna warp a little bit, but that's okay. You can always like throw a book or something on top of it and it'll do its thing. Thank you. Yeah, it's I've been trying to carry on like normal, but there's not really anything normal about her not being here. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time with it. A bit of a hard time with it. But I'm trying to, remain somewhat normal if I can. Um, I don't know. Am I adding too much? Like, just want to kind of dot it around a little bit. Like, it's actually some kind of form of clouds going around him. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. What's the but? All right. So I also have this fence here, which I think, and I'm gonna switch brushes because something about this brush is throwing me off. I don't know if it's dirty and I need to clean it or what, but it just seems like it's making the colors a little bit weird. Linda, I'm not holding my breath though. Yeah, I know. I understand. But like I said, it's not gonna be a oh you have to do it by this date type of thing. So it's all good. I don't really like this brush either. I like the first brush. It's just that um I don't know. I don't not feeling this one. Hmm. I have a bigger one, but I don't think I should be going any bigger because these spaces are like not big. But let me see here. Let me just. And then I feel like some of these, um, I don't know. I feel like I'm butchering this a little bit, but the color pencils will come in and save the day as well as I still have to line it and everything. So it might look really cool in the end. We'll see. But you all know my preferred method is actually gouache. I might have too much water on this. My preferred method is actually gouache. So like acrylic gouache, which is really what I probably should have started with. But I'm doing this so I know which method, because you never know. I might have liked the watercolor method the best, but I need to test all of them to see kind of which one I like, because let me put some water down. I need to make sure that this is kind of the way I want to go, which so far I don't have the patience for this. So probably not the watercolor route. And then it takes too long for watercolor to dry. Like, I already see this little blue part down here that I'm probably going to have to add some more blue to, because the fence kind of bled over into it. But let's let the background on this one dry, because it's a lot wet actually, but it didn't actually work that much. You know, I can bend it back into shape and lay a book on top, but it is wet, and I don't want to really mess with it while it's wet. Like, I don't want to do the inside of it. And that's another thing with watercolor. It's a little harder to kind of figure out what you're going to do first, because it reactivates, and that kind of scares me a little bit, because I can be doing something just like the fence and it just rolled right over into it because I didn't wait for it to dry. So um let's do, I'm just gonna move this, and we're gonna do the I guess we can do the alcohol marker one, because that's, we don't have to wait for anything to dry on that one. And in case some of you want to see a little bit of everything, that might work. So let's do that. I'm gonna move these, leave those not too far, because we'll come back to the other one once it starts drying. All right. So we'll do our little love sprite, and I was thinking of like a light pink. So maybe something like this one. That might be too dark. That could be like a good shadow color. Let's see. I think that's too pink. I want like a peachy pink. I might have to, oh, you know what? Theo Hoo Hoo has some. I can go with this pale cherry pink, maybe. I know that I can already feel it. The acrylic gouache is gonna be my favorite one. Too dark. So I'm kind of itching for that. We'll get to it. Problem with that is also that it's a little, that's too orange. Okay, so we'll go with this one. The issue with the acrylic gouache is that sometimes it could be a little hard to what's the word I'm looking for? Like, mix the colors. I don't always have the colors I'm looking for because my collection is not that great. It's not that large. I mean, I'm missing a lot of like pastels and stuff. So this is my kneaded eraser I'm over here fighting with. I'm just gonna kind of lift up so it's not so, I should have did that with the other one too, but that's okay. Just gonna lift the sketch up a little bit, that's all. All right. So with this one, we're just gonna give our friend here, and I could have just, you know, lined this first and then colored it in, but with the marker anyway. But I think I'm okay. This one seems like it's running out of color, so I probably should have picked something else. but I do like the lightness. So it kind of looks like Kirby a little bit. When I should have picked a different color besides pink, because now everyone's gonna think the Love Sprite is Kirby. Though I don't think Kirby, does Kirby have hands? I don't know. Someone's probably in the chat going, "You're the gamer. You're supposed to know." I don't play a lot of Kirby. I used to, but I don't remember if he had hands or not. I think he does, because in Super Smash Brothers he has this slap move or something. So, um, for I think for the background, I think I kind of want it to be. For some reason, yellow is screaming out at me, but I don't know if that's the safest way to go. Um, just because I mean yellow, so it'll probably be like a lighter yellow if I do yellow for the background. But markers do work nice. I do like the way the markers work on this paper. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty nice. And I'm just gonna do like these hearts are like different. And I might add some glitter to some of these too. Glitter is just screaming out at me for some reason. So the marker way to go is pretty nice. This one might take a little longer because I still have to go over it with pencil for the shading and such. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see which ones are good and which ones are gonna bug me. The watercolor one, I'm already knowing it's gonna bug me. So I mean, it's drying nice though. If you look, this side's a little wonky because I put too much water, but pencil can always fix that. This one might have thicker outline though, just to cover some of the things, but it's actually looking okay once it dries. Yeah, so I think some glitter, maybe even like some stickles. I do have stickles. There's lots of things that can be added. To these. I could go yellow for the background. I could even go purple. I have two hearts up here. I'm thinking I want to do one in that pink. I think it was this one. Yeah. I think I'll do the big one. So I wish I could have these out in time, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what, like, in time for what, really. I mean, I guess these would be cute for Valentine's Day, like Linda said, but I could almost guarantee you it won't be out by then. So, background, I'm really leaning towards a nice yellow. I really am. Do I want yellow? Yeah, I kind of do. I have like this. I have a couple different yellows. I have this one. I don't know if I like that one. I also have like this Naples yellow and the Faber-Castell marker. That's not bad, actually. See if I can find one. Excuse me. A little bit lighter than that. That's the second sneeze today. I don't know what's going on. I like this one actually. So yeah, and then when we're trading, thank you, Linda. When we're trading cards with like other people, I'm not really sure like if I feel like I would say don't trade it in the plastic sleeves. I mean, you could maybe. I just feel like I would keep the plastic sleeve. So like if the other person has a plastic sleeve, right? Then yeah, go ahead and trade your card with the sleeve. But if they don't have a sleeve to protect their card, um I would say just keep your sleeve so you can put the card that you received into, because some people, I was looking on YouTube, some of them have like albums where they keep theirs. I have a couple albums where I keep my Pokemon cards, but I also have these things called deck boxes, which where I might keep my artist trading cards. Just so that I can have them on my desk. And the deck boxes, they don't take up a lot of space either. I have to be careful by this red because it is picking it up. Um, they don't take up a lot of space, the deck boxes. And I think they hold up to 60 cards at a time. This is definitely giving Kirby vibes. I do like the yellow though. And then the bottom, I'm just going to put, the Love Sprite's name. And we still have to line work it too. So we can do like a purple or like a blue down here. Maybe a light blue. Something like that. Or I can do another pink. Like one of these pinks. You guys know nothing is ever thought out when you come over here. So be prepared. Is my marker like leaking? What did I just touch? It was wet. Okay, I do like the blue actually. I'm gonna do the blue. Darker yellow, too late. Hey Kim. All right, we'll let that dry. So outlining wise, I must have touched something because something on that marker is wet. Um, so for outlining, I would say, to use a darker, I mean not a darker, obviously. I would say use a range of different, where are mine? They're somewhere. So I have um different types. I have the Copic multi-liners. This is the brush. I'm not going to use this. I'm terrible at brush, but I do have the brush ones. It came in the pack with the other one, so that is why I have the brush one, but I've never used this. I'm not good at lining with brushes. I also have a 0.0507. This might be too thick. I'm going to keep that though there just in case. So I have the ones that I rarely use in there, which means my other ones are in my pencil case. And having this water right here is scaring me. So I'm going to close that until I'm ready to use it. My pencil case houses, and I have other colors too. I could do it in I have like a purple outline I can do it in. That would be interesting. And these are waterproof. Um, Not sure on the light fastness though. Oh, archival ink. It says it right there, Jazz. Okay, so I can outline it with purple. That would be cute. Um, let's do that because I was thinking just black, but that's kind of boring. So let's do purple because why not? These are just test cards anyway. And if it turns out good, then hey. So anyway, I would say outline it once you are um, done with the marker part. That way you know what you're doing when it comes to the pencil work. Like you know where you're putting your lines. You can even do it before. I mean, you don't have to do the line work um after like I did, but it does kind of help. But you just, you do the line work and you could even like um you know, cuz you might go outside the line. This is just a test one, so I was all outside the line and you could still see the pencil work a little bit, but it kind of gives it a little flavor cuz the pencil is blue. Sorry, you guys cannot see. Um so it does give it a tad bit of flavor when you see the pencil line just a little bit. So I think I think this will be fun. I'm excited. Now I might not have like a bunch of people joining, but the ones that are joining, I think it will be fun. I can't wait to see other artwork besides my own. No offense to my own artwork, but it would be nice to have others in the mix, if you know what I mean. So I know the sprites. I'm gonna have definitely have sprite cards, character cards, and creature cards, as well as maybe like other little bits and pieces of my character's world. So did I rub my hand? Oh no, there's ink. It's getting everywhere. Okay, that's okay. We can fix that. Um, Not really, but we'll figure it out. Uh, that's why it's called a test card. So for something like this, if I'm gonna use this color, I would say do the inking before, let it dry because I think I put my hand in some of it and it kind of got on our little friend here. I don't know if I can erase it either. Knowing me, it's probably gonna make it worse. Yeah. Um, no dice, but that's okay. It's adding texture, as I'd like to call it, and that's fine by me. Anyway, um, I think the ink might just be coming out faster than it should be. So we'll let that dry a little bit because we got, well, I say we like you guys, but I got little purple specks on it a little bit. Right. So I do like the marker one look. I like the look of it. It's kind of cute. So for colored pencils, if I were to do like, if I were to give out my originals or something like that, I would probably use my Holbeins because they are about artist quality and I know they are light fast, most of them. Nearly all of them actually. Um so like if someone was to like be constantly going looking at it, I know that it would be pretty safe because um it's archival ink or pencil shavings. what do you call um fast pencil shavings? Like it's not ink, so you can't say it's archival ink, but you guys are catching my drift on what it is. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of shading, not too much. Just give it a little bit of hey, we're shaded and we're not just a flat color of something. And also because this is just a test card, so it's not gonna be like extra perfect or anything. But I do like the look of this one. I don't think I'm gonna like the look of the watercolor ones. I mean, I'm gonna go over it with pencil too, but I feel like if I'm gonna do that, I might as well do it with the marker and not the watercolor. So, I have another one that's on watercolor paper. I'm gonna try to finish this one, but I'm not motivated to anymore because it kind of is turning out a little messy. And I should keep going on it, but I mean, I will. I'm not gonna give up on it, but uh, right now I'm having a little bit more fun with this one. But gouache, I know I'm gonna have a little bit more better luck with the gouache because I don't have, it's more even. I think the issue I'm having with watercolor, me and watercolor, is that it's not very predictable and it's not very even when you put it down, or at least when I put it down. Uh, and I don't think I like that. I think I like having more control over where it's going and where the water is going and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I know, but I don't have the I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I think I want more control. So, I'm going to leave that be. And leave that to the watercolor experts. Will Neo's work? Yeah, it should. I would hope. Anyway, it's watercolor paper. So I would hope that the Neos would work. So I could probably use my Neos to fix our little whatever you want to call that was I was attempting to do, because with the Neos I would have better control. You're right. Even watercolor pencils, or ink tints. I probably do ink tints too. But our little friend here is looking, yeah, cuz I don't like not having control over where the color is going. I don't have the patience. um you can make it looks like trails from the, yeah, but this is just a test one, so um this little guy will get redrawn, and I'm just testing out today. We're just testing what works and what I want to do and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's okay. I knew what you were saying, Kim. um so and I hate when I do that. Like when I'm talking and I just get like lost in thought and I'm like and I say 152 times. I was watching someone's video and she must have said about 100 times, and I was like, oh my gosh, I do that. And it made me realize how annoying I am when I do it, because I was getting so annoyed because she couldn't get a word out. It was like every other word it was and I was like, okay, I get what you're trying to do here, but I can't. Like I would almost rather you just go completely quiet while you try to figure out what you're saying. then say but I realized that I do that. So I'm like, oh, I must be annoying like half of YouTube because I lose my train of thought so much and I know I say a lot. And I try to catch myself, but it's hard sometimes. And but you can tell like when someone's trying to catch themselves and when someone is like just not knowing that, not realizing that they're saying it every like 2 words and they don't catch themselves because they don't know that they're doing it. I was like, ooh. I was like, okay, I gotta stop because I was annoying myself. And I was just like, if I'm annoying myself and it's my own video, I could just imagine. And of course, no one's gonna be like, hey, yeah, you say it 100 times and you're annoying us all. No one's gonna tell you that. Um, but I would almost rather someone be like, hey, can you just take a minute and think about what it is you're about to say? Because I know I say it a lot because my videos are not scripted. When I get on and I record, it's not, I don't have a script next to me. Then, there's no um like I don't, how they rehearse their videos? Some of them rehearse their videos and stuff like that before. I don't do that. I just hop on and record. So I do lose my train of thought. And when I do it, I try to be like, okay, you're saying way too many times. You need to remember what it is you were about to say because I will annoy myself. And I would rather hear than like a billion times. I was watching this one video and she said like, oh no. Yeah, I almost would rather someone be like, hey, you're saying way too much and you said you didn't like it and I've heard you say it 20 times in the past like 10 seconds. So I feel like this color is too dark. I need a lighter one. I feel like, oh, here it is. Let me know. Don't let me just sit there and say 100 times, please. I promise I won't yell at you. Just let me know because sometimes when you're talking, you're doing things, you don't realize you're doing it until afterwards. And you're like, how come nobody told me that? Yeah, y'all just let me sit there and, you know, but some people don't like to. Some people feel like because there's people out there that will be like, oh, they'll probably have something to say. And I'm like, I'm not that kind of person. If I'm doing something weird, please let me know. Don't let me be weird. Unless you like me being weird, then okay. But if I'm being annoying, I think is the word, or if I'm doing or saying something that upsets you or sounds out of pocket, let me know. And then I'll tell you if I'm doing it on purpose. Like, oh no, I meant what I said. But if I'm just dragging along my words and not making any sense and you're trying to keep up with me and I trail off, let me know. But I could not watch. And I think it was like a video where she was showing off her art supplies and I couldn't keep up with her because she just was like, and so, and this, and I'm just like, okay. And I was trying so hard. I really was. And I was just like, no, I can't. And I feel like some of the people on YouTube, they would have really good videos and really good content. But depending on what else is going on, like if they have really annoying music, I won't watch it. I can't. My brain does, it just won't. Or if they're saying like, oh, they're doing a tutorial, but it's not really a tutorial. It's more like a speed paint or a speed color. That's not a tutorial to me. So you're not really teaching me anything. You're just throwing the colors on the screen and we're watching you color at like 10 times the speed or draw at 10 times the speed, whatever it is I'm watching at the moment. And I'm like, you're not teaching me anything. This isn't really a tutorial because what are you teaching me and what are you helping me with other than a headache. Because and then you have the music blaring, so I really can't concentrate because you got the music going and then you're moving at 10 times the speed. I can't. Or if like some of the YouTube videos I watch, they seem like they're going to be very interesting, and then I hit the button and it's like, they got this nice thumbnail, this nice intro, and then they come on the screen and their camera is at like 480p upside down and giving off trap house vibes. It's so hard to watch. I'm like, nope, immediately turning off, because if I can't see what you're doing, I I mean, what is it? No, no, thank you. So I just turned it off. And I don't think that's rude or anything, because if my video was looking like that, I wouldn't want anybody to watch it either. I wouldn't expect them to. Like, because you can't see anything. And that's another reason that I have issues with like StreamYard, because it only lets me stream in 720. And I'm like, 720? My cell phone is like I can record in 4K if I really wanted to. I really try to keep my videos at 1080, because not everybody has 4K. Not everybody phones and TVs and such do 4K. So okay, 1080 is really good. It's good enough for what I do anyway. So I'm like, okay, 1080 is cool. But then it's like, wait a minute. If I can stream on my cell phone in 1080, why can't you stream in 1080 on your whatever it is you're recording on, your computer or your webcam or whatever the case may be? And I know not everybody has it like that, but most cameras and video cams and so on and so forth these days does at least 1080, because we're like in 4K, almost 8K, these days. So 1080 is nothing. And you get on there at 420p trap house vibe, I'm not watching it. I'm sorry. It could be the most interesting video in the world, but I can't see it. So I have a hard time with videos like that. And I don't know if it's my attention span or if it's just like, okay, if it's just really, I'm really having a hard time seeing what's going on, I won't bother. I really won't. You could be like the greatest YouTuber and I'm going to have issues because I can't see what you're doing. And it sucks because I know some of the stuff is like, if I like speed forward through your video and I can, it looks like it's going to be interesting just by like what's on the table and so on and so forth. But if I have to squint, and I wear glasses, so and my vision's not that bad, but if I have to squint to see what you're doing, I'm okay. Like, so there is our now that I'm back from my tangent. So this one turned out really cute, and then I can just put the name. So, and then they were saying on the back you're supposed to put like, so let me grab the paper because it tells you in here. It says the name, my name, or the name of the, oh, my name, I guess. Contact info. Okay, so okay. So, I mean, like, are we just supposed to write it on there? That's a lot going on. All right, so I'm just gonna write, Bubble Studio, because you guys know who I am. It says like contact info, but that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess I could have just put like at Bubble Studio for like Instagram or something. Um, Title of piece and number if it's part of an edition or series. So, okay. So, we'll call this one, well, I mean, it's the Love Sprite. So, I guess we can just call it Love Sprite. And we'll say this is like 0 out of, cuz this is the test piece. So, I don't know. How many of these? I guess we'll put like 0 out of 10 for now. Just an example. Um yeah, okay, so that's it. So I guess I could have put like Bubble Studio or like at Bubble Studio. Yeah, I'll just put at Bubble Studio because my Instagram is a little different. Um, I guess I could put, I'll just put February 2024 series. We'll just do that. So I guess something like that where you have the title and, the card info, your info, and then what it is, like the number. This one turned out kind of cute. You could even take it a little bit further and like if you have, because I mean we might as well like bling this out. How long have I been on? Well over an hour, but that's okay. We're all having fun, so it's fine. I would just get off of here anyway and like take a nap or something, so it's all good. Do I have a white marker that's already activated? Mm-hmm. Why do I have a whole like rubber band of these? Okay. Hard to tell if this is activated or not. So we'll just activate it. And Trap House tutorials. Yeah, really. That turned out nice. Thank you. Yeah, Trap House tutorials basically. And but they do. And I don't know what in the heavens. I'll be like, all right, and it does sound interesting, like the thumbnail, like I said, and everything will be really pretty. And then you look and be like, so what happened to the, you know what I mean? If your intro video is better quality than the actual video, something is wrong. But anyway, let me be nice. Because there's going to be someone out there going, that's not nice of you to say. So let me be nice and let me not say those things. But it's true. I can't, I mean, that's just me personally. I mean, and it's crazy because some of them will have like a whole bunch of views. And I'm just like, who is sitting out there watching this? And watching it like as if, they're not sitting there struggling to watch it because you can't see anything. Or the ones that really irritate me is when they get on there and the intro is like blaring and then they get on there and they sound like this and you're like, what are they saying? And I'm like, what? What in the world? Like, I know I'm not loud, but I'm just like, okay. You're like the little house mouse and your intro is like club music, but we can't hear you. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Please totally ignore me if you guys think I'm crazy, but I'd like to think I'm making some kind of sense here. I just feel like, because I watch YouTube, I usually watch it like when I get in the bed and it's kind of pretty late. And so it's 2, 3 in the morning. And if I have to turn up my sound to more than half, because when I get in the bed, I usually have it on like 1 or 2, and I can hear the normal people that I watch just fine. Some I have to turn down view, which is good because I'd rather have to turn you down than turn you up. I'd rather be like, woof, okay, we can definitely hear you, versus, me going, okay, why do I have to strain my ears? What is happening right now? But I'd prefer you to be loud than not hear you at all, because I like to think that my hearing is pretty good, but I still don't want to have to strain to hear what you're saying, especially if you're trying to teach me something. I'm trying to learn. I don't need the It's like when you're in school and you're trying to learn something and you're like, you don't need the extra distractions. You just need to learn what you're being taught, and that's it. But it's hard to do that because you've got those people out there where you can't hear anything. But yeah. So I think that you can add so much. I'm just a white outlining, like, just to bring out some more stuff. So you can do, um we tested watercolor, which I'm not a fan of, so that one will definitely be redrawn. Which that one isn't part of the series, so it's fine. These are all just tests, and I did 3 just to make sure, because I knew I was either gonna like this one or the gouache anyway. So um I would like to also have probably like little giveaways with the cards as well. I think that would be cute. And of course, you all don't have to, like, you know what I mean, do the exact same thing I'm doing. So you don't have to like host giveaways and all that stuff. You can just trade your cards. Um this one's on top, so it goes this way. And just have fun with it, I think. But I definitely do want to trade with some of you. Did you all see that painting View did last night? I don't know if you all was watching the paint and sip. That was cute. I like how hers was different from everybody else's. I'm not sure if that was done on purpose or not, but it turned out really cute, in case you guys did or did not see it. Um, Let me get my ruler because I knew I'm not going to be able to do this white line perfectly. And I'm bringing it up just a tad so I can. Ew, okay. That's why it's a test one. Oh, blend that right in. Okay. Um, so obviously I'm gonna have to exercise a little bit more patience with some of this stuff, because I would want the cards that I'm giving out to be um, pretty good quality. But I think the ones that I'm gonna pass out probably won't be originals anyway. So like I can take a picture of this and clean it up in my tablet and then print it for, what do you call it? For the trades there. So you guys didn't even see. That's another thing that irritates me about myself. I tried to I think I'd be doing something. You guys don't even be seeing it. So I just outlined it with some white, and I have white and black. You can outline it with black. I also have some stickles. I have purple though. I have just what's on my desk. I have these sparkling ones, so we can do like some sparkles. We can do some sparkles to cover up these purple dots a little bit. cause they're bugging me. At least it could be something there, you know. Can do like some spots over there. We can do some spots down here, and then of course, if you're using stickles or something like that on your cards, make sure that you wait 24 hours before you um put them in the sleeve or in the album, or you give them to someone, just to make sure that they are dry. I said I was going to put the dots in the corner, but I'm kind of liking the all over look now. So, yeah, just make sure that you are doing just that, because you wouldn't want to give someone a card and then it smears or get ruined or something of the nature. I almost feel like I want to do something like, okay, here's my thing, because I would love to do originals, because like if I do a copy of this, right, you guys won't get the sparkle. You know what I mean? The sparkle won't be there. So you can't really see it now. They just look like dots right now. But all of those dots that you see, they're gonna sparkle with this. You can see it in the bottle, but you can't really see here because it's wet. But um and also the light, because I mean I can see it even though it's wet, but it's a little probably hard for you guys to see. Um so I would like to do originals. So what I'm thinking is I can do I will pick like, okay, let's say example for this one. I will spend the next like day or two hand doing this card, and I will do maybe like 10 of them, maybe 5. Because how many people do we have participating right now? Me, View, Linda at some point, Kimberly. Um, that's 4. Oh, and Kimberly's daughter, if she participates, that would be 5. So I would probably do like 10, and I would just, because it doesn't take long, because I have the this thing here, right? So because I have the drawing here, it's not gonna take long to transfer it over to some paper. Now the colors might be different because I did put the markers away, but um, generally speaking, I could do the originals, right? And then I can do originals like that, and then the next card in the series. So like I'll do like the 10. Here's how I think I'm gonna do it. I'll do like 10, and then um I will post on the community tab when they are available. So I will put some in the store, but I won't put them in the store until after. So let's say for the month of February, you will have this card, you will have the other card, this one here, with Miso holding the heart. You probably can't really see. And then you have the limited edition one, which I probably will only do 5 of these because, rare cards. That's how they work. Um, and so after February, if you don't get it by February, right? If you don't get it, whether it be a swap or a giveaway, a trade, or whatever, a trade and a swap is the same thing. But anyway, I will have it in my shop, and I will probably put it in my regular store, because in my regular store I think I can set the price to whatever I want it to be. So if I wanted, let's say, the common cards would be like 50 cents and the rare cards would be like $1 or something like that. If you missed it and you like a certain design, then you can just grab it from my shop. You can buy it. Um I think that's because some people, like there are some of you that aren't even going to be ready yet for the swap. So, um, by the time I'm done with these, though, it'll be probably March. So these I'll probably just if you guys want to do a swap, right? Let's say you guys are like, okay, I like the Love Sprite. Hold on to that card for me, and I will trade you one of my cards for that card, type of thing. So and then I can hold it, and then I can put the rest in the shop. Or if don't want to trade yet, or you want to hold on to your card and you might like something better and you like, oh, I'll just buy it from the shop. It'll just be like trading cards. It'll be exactly like a trading card. You can go, like you go to the store and you're like, oh, I can buy a pack of cards or something like that. Um so sell prints and then a copy. I was wondering how you would swap if the two of us want to throw down over a design. So that's the thing about trading cards. So if I make 10, right? And let's say all 10 of them are gone. Those 10 are gone unless I decide to recirculate the card back into, you know. So then now you need to find out, let's say Linda bought a card and you want that card. You need to go to Linda and be like, hey, Linda, I'll trade you this card for that card from Bubbles. And then Linda can be like, okay, well, this one is a rare card from Bubbles, so you have to trade me two cards. It's kind of it's like a little negotiation type of thing. So let's say Linda might only decide to put out, three cards. She might be like, look, I got one of each. So let's say I grab one, you grab one, and View grab one, but I want the whole collection. So now I have to go to you and View and try to see if I can get those two cards from you guys. So that's why I don't want to mass produce anything, because I want it to be like an actual trading card community, so we could like compare, you know, oh, I have the whole collection from Linda. I got her summer collection. What do you have? And you're like, oh, well, I got Views, sip and paint collection card thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. Okay, well, I'll trade you one of these for one of those. Like, I want it to be more interactive. So I'm not gonna like mass produce, 500 Sprite cards or something crazy like that, because I think I like the idea of it being actual, like, physical, on the paper, handwritten original cards versus just something I cleaned up on my iPad and printed out. I think this way is a little bit better and more personal. So, um, I think it would be better that way. So, I I was gonna put up a video, but I mean, if you guys can just watch the live back if you need like a recap. I mean, I could recap really quick. So again, you want to make sure the size is um I'm just gonna write it on here. So it needs to be 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And I would say you can do it either way. So you can do it that away or you can do it that away. But the dimensions need to be the same. So you can turn it to the side. You can have a sideways card and it can go this way or it can go this way. But as long as it is 2.5 by 3.5, you can get these. I'm sure they have them on Amazon. And they also even have, like, if you don't want to cut it down yourself, just go on Amazon and search artist trading cards paper. And they have watercolor, they have Bristol, they have acrylic. I think they have even canvas paper. They have like all different ones. So you have to read which one you want. Um I know, right? And so let me see what else. Okay, so again, on the back you want to have, on the back of the card anyway, I'm just going to put back. You want to have your name, a contact. So I would put, you could put like your YouTube, you could put your Insta, something like that. Don't put your physical address, phone number, anything crazy like that on the card, please. You also want to put title of card and series number if it's a series. Excuse my handwriting. Um, yeah. And then I'm thinking, if you guys haven't joined the Facebook group that I have, or maybe I might just make like a whole different, because there needs to be a way where we can post our cards somewhere. So, like a little trading thing. I might set it up in the Facebook group. That might be the easiest way where I can just set it up there. You can, where you can put up cards for trade and things like that. I might do it that way. The Facebook group's always in the description of all my videos. So you can just go straight to there and, you know, I will create probably like a little separate room or a separate thread post where we can post our cards for trade and so on and so forth. I'm probably gonna I don't want to scrap it, but I'm not gonna work on this one for a while. I might outline it first, actually. So let me outline it, not in this because I know this was giving me a hard time just now. So I'm actually gonna outline it in my Copic. So I'm gonna outline him, and then from there we're gonna do the neo color. I'm gonna do it in neo color or Inktense or something that I have better control over. And I really hate that uh the watercolor didn't work out. I mean, I don't hate that it didn't work out. I kind of knew it wasn't because I'm not the greatest at watercolor. So I knew, but I thought I would give it a try. Um but I think I'll save watercoloring for like my sketchbook and save it for something that is not going to be given to someone else, or something that's not permanent until I figure out how to use them the way I want to use them. I'm not going to bother with trying anything crazy with watercolor. I say that now, but I'm probably going to give it another shot. Just not you know not on something like this. I think this was probably a little bit too big of a jump for me for now, which is okay because it be like that. You're not going to be good at everything out the gate. I've been fighting with watercolors though for a while, and one of these days I'm going to get it, but today is not that day. And like I said, that is okay. Um this is just his little sandwich he's munching on. So who's watching the Super Bowl today? I don't know why I did that like that. That's fine. That's not the way I wanted that line to go, but it's there now. So I could probably get away with using my Neos on here. It's very small though. I probably will use Inktense, but whatever I use, I'll be able to go over it in a little bit in pencil. I don't want to go over it too much because that would kind of defeat the purpose. So it's actually looking a lot better now that I've now that I've done the line work. It's looking a little bit better, and I'm okay with that. So um I feel like, let me just, there we go. I feel like I can get away with doing some um, neos or something over this. I can even put my neos um, on my palette and pull them off with my water brush. That could be another reason why this paint was flying all over the place, because I was trying to use these paintbrushes like I knew what I was doing and I don't. So I will probably do this little guy with my water brushes just so that I'm not out here completely making a fool of myself. And I also have this one, which I might do in gouache. Even though it's on watercolor paper, I probably will do it in gouache. And then this one is also going to be in gouache because it's on that acrylic paper canvas. So, I am well over my hour mark, but I just wanted to recap. And then also, if you are going to just kind of, I'm gonna leave that there so you guys have something to look at. If you are going to create your own paper, then, I mean, not create your own paper, but cut down your own paper. Some good examples are, I showed at the beginning, but I'll show them again. I have the Strathmore Vision watercolor paper. Um, it's 140 pounds. I have the 9 by 12 pad, so this will be plenty of paper for um, cards. And then I also have the Canson XL Bristol. I have the Vellum Bristol, and I also have the Smooth, and it's by Canson. This is the 7 by 10 book that I have that's almost gone, so I'll probably use that up first. And then this is the 9 by 12 pad. So, those are some good examples. And then again, if you don't want to sketch right onto the thing because you're a scary cat like I am, I'm a total scary cat, sketch it on some copy paper and just copy it over like that, like I did. I just sketched it on copy paper right out of my sketchbook. And so that way you can already have like the line work and everything. This is drying nicely so you guys can see the sparkle a little bit. As it dries, it sparkles a little bit better. So yeah, once it's completely dry, I'm gonna let that dry for like 24 hours. I'm actually going to cut down some more because I only cut down 3, but I'm gonna work on that card today. So I'll have probably a good, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 to start. If I get to 10, I get to 10. But I'm gonna try to have at least 10 cards of that one because that I'm gonna consider that one a common card. You cut down some squares from my Rembrandt watercolor paper. Oh, Van Gogh, 140 pounds. Yeah, 140 pounds. That's pretty good. That's the size of this one, the Strathmore one. So this one that it's it's thick. It's super thick. So um my Strathmore Vision is also 140 pounds. So 140 pounds if you're doing watercolors is enough. It's plenty. Um like I said, if you want to join and you have not joined the Facebook group, I suggest joining the Facebook group because that is probably where we're going to be trading cards if you know want to trade, or even if you want to just be updated in who has what card and so on and so forth. It will be all there. How come I can't get this thing together? Okay, there we go. It will be all there. I'm going to put these watercolors up because that is not something I am ready for. I am I do like to get a little bit of watercolor practice in though, even if it's just a little bit, because one of these days I'm going to be good at it. Um so again, here's the info right here. If you don't want to cut it down yourself, check out Amazon or Blix. If you have a Blick near you, they have them there. Blick, when I went, only had the watercolor, the acrylic, and the Bristol. I don't think they have the canvas paper one, but just look on Amazon. They're there, I promise. Um, just they're already cut and everything. And if you want the plastic sleeves, these are what they are. The Ultra Pro card sleeves. They already have the nice standard size. The sleeves are a little bit bigger than the card, which is good. You could just slide it right in there very easily. You don't have to worry about cramming it in there or it looking weird or anything like that. And so, with that being, oops, with that being said, I am going to head off of here. Um, I'm gonna cut down some more cards here from the Bristol so I can work on that one up there. And I think I'm gonna keep my common cards probably on the Bristol, and I'll keep the rare and limited edition ones on the Strathmore watercolor or acrylic paper. All right, so thanks for hanging out with me. You guys go and enjoy the Super Bowl. It should be starting in about another hour and a half, I think. I think that's when kickoff is. Um, I probably will be watching it off and on. I'm not a big Super Bowl fan. Um, well, I am and I'm not. I've not watched it. I watched it last year, but the year before that, I don't think I watched it. I kind of just watch it when I feel like it. I like the commercials. But I'm gonna head off of here though because I am need to start preparing for work early in the morning. So I have to make sure my hair is done, so on and so forth. And then I'm also going to be working on these trading cards because I'm really excited about that. So um there. You see those nice sparkles? Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna work on this guy today. I really like the purple outline, so I think I'm gonna outline him first, let it dry, and then color it. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Like I said, if I go live tomorrow, it'll be after work. I work in the morning, so I might have a little bit of time to go live tomorrow. We'll see. But thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.